This video is about The Enemy written by Pearl S. Buck from Vistas for class 12th. Let's discuss the characters of this story. Dr. Sadao is a Japanese surgeon. Hana is the wife of Dr. Sadao. Yumi and servants are the workers. They work in Sadao's house. Then there is an old general of the Japanese army. Tom is an American prisoner of war who has somehow landed on the Japanese coast. Now this is the time of World War II. Japan is at war with America. दोनों में लड़ाई है. An American prisoner of war whose name is Tom gets washed away at the doorstep of Japanese Dr. Sadao. Now Sadao and his wife are confused. Should they hand him to the police or save his life? ये लोग डिसाइड नहीं कर पा रहे हैं कि इस आदमी की लाइफ इनको बचानी चाहिए या इसको आर्मी को हैंड ओवर कर देना चाहिए. लेकिन एज अ डॉक्टर Dr. Sadao gives priority to save the life of the dying man. Now let's read about the story. The story is written with the backdrop of the Second World War. It brings out the sad plight of a prisoner of war and also deals with the conflict that a doctor couple faces because of sheltering an enemy. Dr. Sadao is a Japanese surgeon. He finds a wounded American soldier on the beach near his house. He is unable to throw him back, though he was his enemy, as he was a doctor and his first duty was to save a life. Hana, his wife, though initially reluctant because it was dangerous for all, including the children, to keep the enemy in the house, she joins her husband in operating and nursing the enemy soldier back to health. Even though the servants leave the house, Hana assists Dr. Sadao in operating the soldier, in spite of her physical discomfort and hesitation. Though it was war time and all hands were needed at the front. ज़रूरत थी बहुत सारे लोगों की फ्रंट पर लड़ाई के मैदान में, लेकिन फिर भी the general did not send Sadao with the troops as he is an expert surgeon and the general needed him. Sadao tells him about the enemy soldier, but he does not take any action as he is self-absorbed and forgets his promise कि उसने असैसिन्स को भेजना था, वो उनको भेजने से भूल जाता है. अब सदाओ इस बात का फ़ायदा उठाता है और वो डिसाइड करता है कि ही विल सेव द सोल्जर्स लाइफ. Sadao directs Tom to a safe island and gives him food. He tells him to catch a Korean boat and leave. At the same time, he informs the old general about the American prisoner. This way, he performs his duty as a doctor and a patriot as well. The enemy gives the message that humanism transcends all man-made prejudices and barriers. The story is a great lesson of peace, love, sympathy, fellow feeling and humanism. Humanism जो है वो किसी भी तरह के पक्षपात या बैरियर से ऊपर है. Sadao recalled his time spent in America, the people he met, the teacher who taught him, Miss Harley, who hated him yet was kind to him. सदाओ अब उन लोगों को याद करता है जिनसे वो अमेरिका में मिला था जब वो पढ़ाई करने गया था, जो कि उसको बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद भी नहीं करते थे, लेकिन उन्होंने उसको काइंडली रखा था. Why did the general overlook the matter of the enemy soldier? The general had an attack and according to Sadao he could not survive the second attack. So if Dr. Sadao was arrested, no other doctor was capable of performing the operation. So for furthering his selfish needs, he overlooked the matter and promised to send his assassins. But he was so self-absorbed that he forgot about it. Why was Dr. Sadao not sent with the troops? Dr. Sadao को troops के साथ क्यों नहीं भेजा गया? जनरल को लगता था कि सिर्फ सदाओ ही उसकी जान बचा सकता है. The general thought that Dr. Sadao was indispensable and to his life and can save anyone as he was very skilled. How was the plan of the patient's escape executed in the story? The prisoner was successful in his escape only because of the right guidance and help from Dr. Sadao. He provided him his boat, gave him food, made him wear Japanese clothes and also helped him to comfortably sail to a nearby island. Why did the servants leave Dr. Sadao's house? They were not in favor of keeping the American prisoner hidden in the house. They also did not want Dr. Sadao to save his life as he was the enemy. Also, if the police came to know of it, all their lives would be in danger. Dr. Sadao may be considered as a traitor. They were also worried about the prestige and future of the family. Now let's revise the characters. Dr. Sadao, he is a scientist, a kind man and a generous man. He is a well-established doctor. He is a patriot, a true patriot. He is a loving, caring and devoted family man. He is a dedicated surgeon and he is committed to his professional duty. Dr. Sadao's father is a patriot by heart. He is stern in his beliefs and loves his Japanese values. He is a futuristic person. He is traditional and conventional man. He is a very quiet and serious man. He never jokes or plays with his son. Hana is Dr. Sadao's wife. She is responsible, dignified and graceful. She is supportive to her husband. She is a balanced woman. Tom is a prisoner of war. He is an American wounded soldier. He is brave enough to survive the wounds by rocks and the furious waves as well. He has a rough yellow beard. He has long yellow hair. General Takima, who is also described as an old general, he is a ruthless person and he sometimes beats his wife. He is not promising. He is self centered. He is selfish. He is unfaithful towards his nation because he did not keep his promise that he made to Dr. Sadao. Dr. Sadao's servants consider the prisoner of war as their enemy. They protest against his presence in the house. They were patriotic and nationalistic. They disapproved of their master's kindness towards the prisoner. They were loyal to the doctor. They return to their services after the prisoner leaves the house. So, at the end, we can say that the story is basically divided into three parts. Number one, the sudden appearance of the prisoner of war, that is, introduction or the beginning. Number two, Dr. Sadao and his wife Hana's constant tussle and hesitation about treating the white man and his actual treatment. Number three, the escape of the prisoner of war. How Dr. Sadao helped the prisoner to leave his country. That's all for the chapter. Don't forget to read the whole chapter from your book.